Hey, so my project today is to paint the soffits on my house. I kind of made it all the way around. You can see I made it around to that point. Now, I am going to paint the lower part of the house, but I'm getting the roof replaced. So I need to get the soffits painted before the new roof goes on so I don't get any paint on that. Makes it a whole lot easier because I don't have to tape off the top. Now, I bought the Wagner Flexio 4000 paint sprayer. This paint sprayer actually rocks. It's doing a great job. The crappy part is that using a paint sprayer, paint goes everywhere. So you have to tape it off. Now, over here, you can see like my windows and stuff. I didn't quite think it hit the windows, but it sort of did. So I have to put up drop cloth along the whole wall so it doesn't get on the windows. All the way around here too, you can see that. So that's the hard part. So far, my suggestion would be burn every plant in your yard before you get started on this, or within like 2 feet of your house, because getting the ladder wedged into those cracks with the bushes is a nightmare. That section over there by this window with all the bushes, that took me longer than painting this roof and everything else so far. So that's what I've learned so far. This paint sprayer though, I love it because it's just the sprayer part. The compressor is down there, so it weighs nothing, which is really nice. But I'm going to keep on painting, and I will get back to you. Okay, just a few notes on this paint sprayer. This thing pops out. Well, yeah, usually. There we go. It pops out, and one of the things it says in the instructions is since I'm painting overhead to make sure that you put it in, so, see there's the nozzle, that faces the back. And that's like super important because when you're holding it up like this, and you got the container on there, it has to go to the back to pick it up. If it's facing the opposite way, it runs out of paint super fast. The other thing it said was to clean this with mineral spirits, which I didn't do. But as I painted, I noticed every now and then it'll get like splattery, and I have to reach up there, and you have to kind of like just scrape that off with your finger so that it's clear, and then that works pretty well. Other than that, you know, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you just put this little doohickey on, put that little doohickey on, pull the trigger, and then when I clean it out, I'm just cleaning it out with a hose, and then filling this up, getting this real clean, putting the hose up against this thing, taking it all apart, and then spraying water through it for a while, and that seems to be getting it pretty clean on the inside. The outside, as you can see, is filthy, but it's working. It's super painty now, but this thing turns, so you have a spray pattern. So like, the spray pattern can be switched from top to that. So it's essentially spraying like this way in a stream or this way in a stream. And I haven't really decided for my soffits which one I like best, because this way, like it is right now, gets between the cracks really well. But this way covers more ground. So I think I'm going to stick with this way. Also, this up here, which is a little hard to see at this point, but there's an arrow. See that arrow? There's another arrow here. That gives you a narrow stream or wide stream, and I've been sticking with a wide stream the whole time. Also, this knob at the back controls spray volume, like how much paint goes on, and it said like it recommended a 10. I put it at a 12 for a little bit, and that was just a huge waste. And I think now I'm at the paint sprayer is so dirty I can't tell. Oh, I'm at 12. Huh. I think I must have just done that because I was cleaning it. I'm staying at like a 10 or a 9 on that. But I mean, pretty easy once you hook it up. You just pull the handle and it works. You've also got to make sure that this tank is on super tight, because if you pull the handle and nothing happens, it's because that tank is not on tight enough. So you got to tighten that up. Today I'm going to finish painting my soffits all the way around with the paint sprayer. I learned a few things from my first day of painting. First thing, wear a hat. I had so much paint in my hair. I had paint on my scalp. It was like everywhere. Number 2, whatever sunglasses you wear, make them throwaway glasses, because I can't get the paint off the glasses. I scrubbed for a while. I mean, I'm sure it's possible in the long run, but I'm just going to use these for the rest of the painting that I have to do, because ultimately I have to paint the whole house. Number 3, especially since it's kind of windy today, there's this stuff called overspray. This is where the paint that you're spraying goes far, far, far away from where you are spraying. So my car got a bunch of paint on it, even though it was like, I don't know, 15 feet away from me or so. So I can go and I can get it waxed off. It's not a big deal, but park your cars real far away, like super far away, like super, super far away. And yeah, so that's what I learned last time. Also, I got a piece of foam board that I'm now using to, instead of taping everything up. And I'll do some video on that. I'll have my daughter videotape me. Yeah. So, here I go, day 2. Alright, so what I didn't do last time was cut the bushes back in the house so much. So I've got my chainsaw on a stick, which I love, and I'm going to just cut the top off this bush. Okay? Cutting this down, and I've cut it all away from the roof line so that I can now get up in there and paint that. You'll notice I did put a lot of effort in staying low because that's the power line to my house, and I really don't want to hit that. So it is all clear, and that will make my life much, much easier. All right, so I finished painting all the soffits. I have this little handy dandy thing, which made it way easier. And I did a couple of things. I made this little scaffolding, but honestly, it was kind of hard to drag. So I bought this 4-foot large platform ladder, and that made it way easier. And then I'll have to show you how I was painting this using this foam board instead of the drop cloths, because it really did do a really good job. Might have gotten a little bit of overspray in my windows, but I'll just get a window company to come out and clean them, because that's what I did last time. So, yeah, as you can see, it's all painted all the way around. And now I'm going to go through and I'm going to check today in the brightness of day, because I got a little late last time, as to if I missed any spots and touch those up. But it wasn't bad once I get past the bushes, and I bought this 8-foot platform ladder thing, or not 8-foot, it's 4-foot platform ladder thing, which I'll show you in a minute. It made it way easier, and I knocked it out. I did an entire side of my house in like 30 minutes, 45, maybe on the high side, but I think it was like 30. And that's the soffits. So now I'm like all excited about painting. Now, what I gotta say is, when I do go back and actually paint my house, and I'll go this way so you can see, I'm going to go ahead and roll up on the edge, or brush it maybe, I don't know, one or the other, because I just don't think I'm that good with the paint sprayer, honestly. I mean, I could put my little handy dandy deal up there, but I don't think it's gonna work. I might try it, but as of right now, I don't think so. So that's where I'm at. So let me go show you my ladder and give you a few ready to touch up the places that I missed. Like I mentioned before, I got most of it, but there's a couple spots, you know, after it dries, you see. So the compressor's down here, real easy. Now, like I said before, I moved to this piece of foam board because it sprays everywhere, and I'm fixing a spot here, and I just don't want it to spray all in there. This is my handy dandy ladder that is like awesome. Made up an inch easier. Alright. So I'm spraying this section all I'm doing is putting my board like that. Then spraying the part that I missed. Now, this paint color is a little hard to see through the glare, but what I'm trying to do is just stand back and just look, see if I missed anything. But that piece looks okay, so now I'm going to move on to the next piece that's missing. Right here. a track. Not do a good job the first time around. This is why you do an inspection when you finish and it's a little dark. I missed that entire part. Not too hot. And I didn't do a very good job on that part either. So I'm going to have to get back out here and fix this up. I am done. I have painted it once, went back, touched up, went back, touched up again. Now I'm going to clean the paint sprayer. And one of the most annoying things about this is my shoes keep coming untied. I really don't know why, but it's pretty annoying. Alright, so cleaning the paint sprayer. Like I mentioned earlier, they said to use mineral spirits. I didn't, because I don't have them. Actually, I might. But that thing just pops out. That's just the tube that gives the water. Cleaning the paint sprayer. So I took the hose off. Easy. And the first thing I do is there's a little nub thing here, and you just press it, and then you twist this, and then that comes out. I haven't found this to be very dirty, aside from the paint we got on it, so I'm just going to set that aside. Alright, so the next thing is twisting this thing off, and then you got that doohickey. Now watch out if you're doing this someplace you don't want a whole lot of paint to get, although I'm going to paint the deck eventually. Especially with a sprayer, because that's nice. And I've got my little holder thing. Okay. And just rinsing that out. It said in the instructions to use mineral spirits, but I don't have any. And so I just try to be like super diligent cleaning these things out. Now I'm going to stick that in there and let that rinse itself. And I am going to take off this one. Part where you get super painty. It pops out. There we go. It's out. Alright. Now, I have a Samsung S8 phone, so I'm not too terribly worried about it getting wet. So I'm going to clean these guys off. Flip that guy over. And this little hose tube gets of course that's where it gets paint in it. You can tell I always clean crap over here because my grass is shot and it's just a whole bunch of weeds. That's looking pretty good. Do a little bit more. Rinse the side of this thing off. I'm sure you could use like a scrub brush or something, but blah, blah, blah. That's looking pretty clean. Let's go back to this guy. Alright. Add a little pressure. Sorry. It's looking better. Yep, a little bit more. The outside is covered, but the inside is not. Alright. So that's pretty clean. This is pretty clean. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. Stick this thing back in there. Give this thing a simple run through. So, let's see how this goes. Just going to stick the hose up against here. Clean that out. Oops, don't want to spray myself straight on. So let's go this way. And pull the handle. This is really hard with one hand. I wouldn't advise doing this and holding the camera at the same time because I'm not doing a good job of it. Alright. I'm trying to pull the trigger and do this with... That's not working with one hand, so I'm going to have to do this and just tell you about it. Not to see with me pulling this trigger and putting the hose on the bottom of there to do that. Now I filled this thing up with water, I'm putting it all back together, and I'm just going to run water through it a couple of times to clean it out. Plug this back in, push it all back up, and now I'm just going to spray. I mentioned before, this thing has a thing where you can put it higher or lower, so I'm putting it up to 12, which is the highest. I'm just letting it kind of run through. See, it's a little funky because it's like splattering. It means there's probably... Okay, so that's how I painted my soffits with the paint sprayer. There will be a part 2 where I actually paint the rest of the house because that's going to happen pretty soon. And so give me a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe so that I know I should keep making these videos for you guys. And I got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. But in the meantime, I'm going to go to Arizona and hang out with my sister, so we'll make a video together there. See you later. Bye.